Less than a week now until we get the first taste of the expected traffic nightmare when crews close lanes on the Cape Fear Memorial Bridge. Starting next Thursday, traffic on the bridge will be down to one lane each way overnight so crews can put the pieces in place for that repair work. WECT's Zach Solon has reported on the impact the lane closures are going to have on traffic in New Hanover and Brunswick counties. Zach, there's an effort now to try to provide more options for people who need to cross the bridge every day.
Yeah, John, the Wilmington Urban Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is working with local businesses to try and limit the number of cars on the roads through carpooling or remote working. But when it comes to public transportation, WMPO and Wave Transit are asking for more help from the state. With the upcoming preservation project on the Cape Fear Memorial Bridge expected to cause major traffic delays, WMPO Associate Transportation Planner Carolyn Kagia says now is the time to prepare.
Maybe you could replace a trip across the bridge by taking a local doctor's appointment if you can, or shopping closer to your neighborhood, for example. Maybe leaving an hour or two later than you might normally just to avoid some traffic. Or even if you can, just trying alternative transportation one day a week.
But what would alternate transportation look like? WMPO suggests carpooling or working from home if you can, or
there's also the micro transit service, which is on-demand vans that you can kind of order like an Uber service to get across the river. That's also an option that's available.
RideMICRO is funded by the North Carolina Department of Transportation. You can book a ride for just $2 to any of these zones in New Hanover or Brunswick counties. WMPO and Wave Transit recently asked NCDOT to expand the RideMICRO program during the preservation project. A DOT spokesperson says that request is still under review. If you're still looking for a way to manage any future traffic headaches, you can also use WMPO's Go Coast program to find alternate routes.
Once you fill out that form, we will email you directions about how to ride the bus, how to bike to work or shopping, or any other transportation method you might need help with.
It's all part of an ongoing effort to cut down on traffic and the headaches once the repair work starts. No word yet on when NCDOT will respond to that request to expand the RideMICRO program. We'll keep you updated here on air and on your news app. John, there's still a lot of questions about what that traffic will look like once this project starts, but we hope to have more answers once crews start setting up next week.
A lot of people will be looking for answers once it starts too. Zach, thanks. And we did talk to a state transportation engineer about repairs that have to be done to the bridge. He says crews will replace the actual beams that hold the metal grates together on the bridge, and without them, there is no middle section to it. That's why traffic on each side has to be shut down for the repair work, but it won't happen all at once. The first closure to both lanes is set to start January 28th. Those will be the lanes coming into Wilmington. That work is expected to be done by the end of March. Then, after the Azalea Festival, the lanes leaving Wilmington will shut down on the bridge. That's expected to end sometime around Memorial Day. Now, the Isabel Holmes Bridge will see a lot more traffic once the Memorial Bridge lane shut down. But as we saw recently, that bridge can back up to traffic as well when a crash happens. So another detour option for traffic coming into the city is Interstate 140. It'll add about 20 minutes. We mapped out a detour here for you on Google Maps. You take I-140 to I-40, come down College Road, you can take the MLK Parkway right into downtown. It is a bit out of the way, but you'll avoid a lot of the congestion around the Isabel Holmes Bridge detour if you use it. And we're hearing a lot of questions, too, about this project. People are asking, is the Cape Fear Memorial Bridge still safe to drive on? DOT tells us, yeah, it's safe to cross. Engineers say the urgency is to get these repairs done before the next hurricane season begins, because they say another major storm would cause even more damage to the bridge structure. Another question, will the bridge still go up for ships and boats that need to cross underneath it? And the DOT says again, the bridge can and will still go up for ships to pass underneath during the construction process. There are also other questions like how emergency response times will be impacted, how the city of Wilmington plans to control traffic. We asked, and you can find the answers to them inside this story that we have online and on our news app.